The Broadlands Archives are unique. Their 500,000 documents cover key events in British history, and it is vital that a collection with this broad scope and significance should be kept together. The archives are currently at the University of Southampton, which is fundraising for the £2.8 million needed to acquire the collection.
This was always the intention, that the collection should be kept together. It makes more sense for it to be together and not broken up. And also, of course, there still are very strong local connections and much material in the collection which is useful for historians of the Hampshire region.
Among the documents included in the archives are the papers of Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India, and hundreds of letters from Queen Victoria to her Foreign Secretary and later Prime Minister, Lord Palmerston. And when Her Majesty was displeased with him, she wasn't slow in letting him know.
The Queen has not yet answered Lord Palmerston's letter of the 29th. She cannot conceal from him that she is ashamed of the policy we're pursuing in the Italian controversy.
Palmerston's home, and later that of Lord Mountbatten, was Broadlands at Romsey in Hampshire, only a few miles from the University of Southampton. This house was destined to host one of the most important family and estate collections in the UK, full of fascinating detail. There's adventure, and danger too, in the pages of this travel journal from Palmerston's father, trying to escape from Paris with his family in the run-up to the French Revolution.
The mob gathered round the carriage in which 2 of our children and some of the servants were. They were very violent in their abusive language, but luckily their object was to make them go to the place where the officers of the section were sitting.
This example is but one of many that illustrate enormously important themes in the nation's history. One of the fascinating things about the archive is the long association of members of the family with public life in the UK. There are some 4,500 boxes of papers that run in date from the 16th century through to the present. The university library's role is to describe it, to build the infrastructure for research, to conserve it, keep it securely, and to make it available for readers in our reading rooms. We also have an exhibition gallery where parts of the collection are on display from time to time.
One of the most momentous events of the 20th century, the Petition of India, is charted in the documents. Lord Mountbatten, the final Viceroy of India, secured the agreement of the main Indian leaders to the division of the subcontinent. Mahatma Gandhi had the power to upset this, but chose not to. Undergoing a vow of silence at the time, he literally wrote this on the back of an envelope. "I am sorry I cannot speak, but I know you don't want me to break my silence. Have I said one word against you during my speeches?" Truly, the making of history.